Hello everyone, my name is Michael Schmidt and I'm the Genetic Information Analyst at Accelerated Genetics. And today we are going to be talking a bit about a new trait from the Council on Dairy Cattle Breeding called Cow Livability. In our last installment of these informational webinars we talked a little bit about this, and now we're going to give some real world context of some bulls and how they ranked. So just a brief overview from last time. Cow livability predicts the cow's ability to remain alive while in the herd. You may think that this is very similar to productive life, and you're right. There's a 70% correlation to it. It is low heritable at 1.3%, but there's no reason that we can't make some genetic progress in this area, and we certainly have a lot of room and opportunity to improve upon cow livability for the dairy population in the U.S. And there's an observed reliability, average about 63% for genomic-only available young bulls in the industry, and that's for Holsteins. Now, what does history show us? So if we look at three superstars from Accelerated Genetics lineup in the past, Bowser, Nifty, and Potter, you could see that all of them do quite well on the new cow livability traits. When comparing Nifty and Potter, you see that Nifty is 6.1 and Potter is 2.9, so that gives us a difference of 3.2%. To put that in context, Nifty will have 3.2% more daughters remain alive in the herd than daughters from Potter. Now move on to look a little bit of reliability. We can see that the average reliability on the genomic tested young bulls in our lineup is about 63%. As you can see, and you look over a couple more columns and you'll see that the average production reliability is about 78. And these are on genomic tested young bulls without any daughter observations. Now we move down to our proven lineup. Dugout and Fame, they both have 154 daughters on their production proof, and their production reliability has reflected that, moving up to 94%. Looking at the livability, Dugout and Fame only have a handful of observations, so their reliability has not climbed yet to see the same levels of, from the last slide, of like Nifty and Potter and Bowser. Just to keep in mind that in order for there to be a daughter observation on livability, the cow either needs to remain alive for the entire lactation or she needs to die during that lactation. So it will take some time to record observations for this, but now that this system is in place, you'll see a little bit of a delay behind the production and type data for observations, but they will come eventually. Now some of the standouts at Accelerated Genetics lineup is Terrific at 6.6, Jack's PRC as a 6.1, and Dugout at 6.1. And finally, Excel Renown at 5 for cow livability. So these are some pretty extreme values for this individual trait. And actually, Terrific, Jack's, and Dugout are all three in the top 10 for active available sires in the U.S. So it's a pretty outstanding accomplishment for those young bulls. The cow livability trait is available on all dairy breeds at Accelerated Genetics' website. And Accelerated Genetics is proud to provide genetics like cow livability to provide the opportunity for dairy producers to meet both their bottom line goals and their genetic goals, as well as providing superior genetics for the well-being of their cattle.